Lovelies, welcome to Sew with Mawa, and today we're going to learn how to make this flounce palazzo trouser. Isn't this beautiful? So we're going to learn how to sew the flounce on it as well as the flounce. So there's a short on it, so if you want to watch just the flounce, you can watch the short. But here we're going to learn to make the trouser. First we're going to measure half an inch from the top. So we'll measure half an inch here. Then we'll measure the height, which is 40. So when you're measuring the height, you leave 2 inches at the top. 2 inches at the top. This 2 inches. Because that top, this 2 inches is going to be used for the belt. So everything you're going to measure with that 2 inches. So from this point to this point is going to be our hip line. From here to here is our crotch line. So that's what we're going to do. This point to this point, hip line. From here to here, crotch line. So you do the same for the top. 7 inches, 9 inches. Then you also take note of this will help us. So we're going to leave 1 inch by the side. So we'll leave 1.5 inches by the side. I'll do 1 inch by the side. Let's leave 1 inch by the side. That's 1 inch by the side. And we're going to use this to measure the hip line. So also draw this. So the hip line is going to be, our hip line is 35 divided by 4. So divided by 2 first. Which will now give us 8.75. 8.75. So come here, 8.75 is going to be our hip line. 8.75 is our hip line. And then the same thing we're going to do it down. 8.75. Come here, place our 8.75. I'll join all that together. Then, going on, you find out here, we're going to add for the crotch line, we're going to add, this is a crotch, this is a hip. So for the crotch line, we're going to add, do division of hips. This 8.5 divided by 4. So divided by 4, I will have 2.2. That's what we're going to add here. So we have 2.2 inches. So 2.2 will be around here. And we extend this line. Okay, and then when we want to draw it now, we're going to go out by 1 inch. So this 1 inch is what we're going to draw out using our curve ruler. So using our curve ruler, we draw this, we join it in. So this is the front of the crotch. Then let me ensure we're correct. So we'll do this. So it should give us our 9 inches. So you're right on track. This 10.5. So now we're going to do. So after I've done this, we're going to divide this by 2. So the total of this line is 11 inches. So 11 inches divided by 2, we have 5.5 inches. We have 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches is what we're going to use. 5.5 inches is the part we're going to use to draw the midline. All the way to the bottom. Then, from here, we're going to use this measurement to find our hips and thighs. So our waist to tie, is 13 inches. So let's do 12. So our round height is 10. So we'll do 5 here and 5 here. You see? So this will now help us blend. We have to blend here. This on the front. So do this. Not too quick, perfect. You see? So this is going to be our. And then when you're doing this too, you blend it this way. So there's going to be every other thickness. So this is how the curve is going to go, the curve is going to go. So we're done with our front. And if you want to leave allowance, we'll leave allowance here for ½ inch. Not like drawing this. Draw the straight line and draw the curved line. And then here to the knee. You know that the feet to the knee, putting it that way. 2 inches to the knee. This to knee will be 23. So around 23, we have around knee 15. But in this case, because it's a straight trouser, all we have to do is just ensure that we do everything straight all the way down. So I'm going to draw. Next to 5. We'll do 6 inches. We're not going to cut it out, but to just identify that this is where the pocket is going to be. Between this place to this place. It's going to be, this is where our pocket is going to be. Now, pay attention, our waist. Our waist is 7.75. So we're going to add that to it. So 7.75 is our waist. Then we're going to add that of 1 inches. And 1 inches is this side, 8.75. So 8.75 is what we're looking for, and that's exactly what is here. So there's going to be that, and the dart is going to be at this point here. So we'll go down by 4 inches for the dart. So this is where that's going to stop. Then we measure half an inch here. We measure half and half. See here, here to here, half. Here to here, half. Then we'll come here and draw a ½ inch. So this is going to be the dart, the front part, because we're going to use invisible zip, and then the pocket. This is where the pocket is going to stop. So it's going to be an invisible pocket. So just identify that this is where the pocket is going to be. And voila, we're done with our front. And we'll just now you ensure that this can be added. Here we're going to add 2 inches. Ensure 2 inches can be added here. Then above here we're going to add 2.5 inches. So pay attention, 2.5.
Now on the waist at the top, we're going to increase it by 2.5 inches like we said before, and then the side by 2. So we'll go in by 1.5 inch. So the back is meant to slant in a bit, and then here the 2 inches, but we're going to increase the length of it by drawing a straight line. Then we're going to go down by ½ inch, like so, and slant it to the point of that front. Now don't mind the extension I did here. I'm just going to the top instead of that down part. Let's do the 1.5 inch at the top, entering inside up. So we'll use our curve roll and blend it to that point. So don't be distracted by that. So I was distracted by it, so that's why you can see a rough chalk drawing. If I want to come out, maybe I'll come out by ½ inch from the front and make a perfect curve. But in this case, I like this. So I just corrected it. No need for that other one. You bring it out, you see. Comes out by ½ inch. Okay. So measuring the back part, we'll measure it at 14 inches, and then the front should be 9 inches to cover up for the crotch, as well as the allowance that will be needed. So by going in by 1 inch at the edge, we'll have to go back and add that 1 inch at the back. So 1.5 inch up there, while it's 1 inch, as you can see there at the edge. So we'll make sure that whatever we do at the top, at the back, we'll do at the front. So it should be 10 inches for the round waist with all the allowance and that. See, 10 inches and 10 inches, so it's balanced. So it's going to go in by 1 inch by the side as the allowance I've added, and then we'll use the coverall to blend it to that point. So that 1 inch is going to be all till the down part. Then on the other side, we just add a little allowance, maybe half an inch allowance or 3/4. If you're weaving it, you should add more because weaving takes a little bit pinch of the fabric. So adding 3/4 will be very good. So you're left with half an inch after weaving. So now we'll put the darts on the other side because we have in the front already. And don't forget to add your allowance for sewing at the back. So I added, it's not so smooth, but when I was cutting it out, I cut it as smooth as I can. And then notch the darts. So for the back, we'll add the darts at 3.5 inches after the allowance. And then you can go 4 inches, so 3.5 is what I chose. Then went down by 6 inches. You can add it to 6.5 by choice. So I added 6.5 because I added the allowance, sewing allowance at the top, so that it would just be 6 inches on the dot. Like this. So here's the invisible pocket I cut out. So I just left an extension by the side. Here's the one that is unsewn and the one that is sewn. So this is for the flounce. So I did a 21 or 20.5 by 20.5, and then in the midpoint of 10.25 I made a half, extended it by 2 inches, and then used this curve roll to make this tiny curve in the middle. Then drew by 2 inches and went by 2.5, increased it by 3 inches, then 3.5, went by 4, then 5. Immediately I got to 5, I stuck with 5 till the end. So I went by 5 all around till I got to the point where 5 could not fit in. Then I started reducing and going down. So this is where 5 inches stopped. I now completed the eye. I used the other side of the curve roll and made that eye there, as you can see. Then went down by 4.5, then 4 inches, then 3.5 inches. Isn't this fun? 3 inches, 2.5 inches, 2 inches, all the way down. So you keep going down till you're done with it, but I stopped there and just made this shape because the length is just what I needed. This is the best length for me. And then I cut it out. So here's how the flounce looks. Okay, so attaching from the eye, that midpoint, then this is the tail. This is going to be at the bottom part and this is going to be at the top part. So this is my already sewn front part with the dart sewn. So I attached the flounce to the side. like this. Can see how beautiful it turned out. I attach it to the front first before attaching the back part of my trouser. And then this is the trouser attached entirely with all the darts sewn. So I measured the waistline to be able to cut out the belt. So I measured all around. If you see that the waistline is too wide, you try to slim it down by adding all the allowances by the side. So I cut out the belt. If you want to learn how to cut a belt, you go to my previous video. Can't see how the belt just slants. It shouldn't be straight for ladies. It should not be straight. And then I made this beautiful trouser with an invisible zip in front. Isn't this beautiful? Thank you very much for watching. So check, like, love and subscribe, and then watch my other videos. Take care of yourself. Bye.